He's, he's such a fucking boomer.
I'm
Holy shit. Good. I'm going to teach you how to shoot.
The real ones alive, there's only one who I call King Christ, that's said divine. But feeble mind is returned like a sovereign redefined.
There's a verse that came to mind while I was preparing for this conversation, and it comes from Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. I think communities need people willing to challenge, refine, and sharpen each other, even if it's uncomfortable. So out here, the fire's still going, and tonight we're sitting down with Feeblemind to have a conversation. Feeblemind, I'm glad you made it.
What's up? How are you?
Doing good. Before we really get going, if you're hanging out with us by the campfire tonight, feel free to throw some questions in the chat as we'll go, and we'll circle back to them near the end. People, you've been doing YouTube for a long time now. Different stretches, different eras, different kinds of content. The oldest video I found on your channel was posted like 18 years ago. One of those has 55,000 views. What was YouTube like back then?
Yeah, so we used to struggle to get YouTube to do high quality. There was a high quality mode, and it was basically just like 360p or 480p, and then it was just like random. If it like even if you put the video in 480p, it wouldn't always do high quality. It was just super random. I don't know. It was a lot different. I mean, you can look at like old like Filthy Frank videos or something to see what the old interface used to look like, and there's never any streaming or anything like that before. It was like more Wild West. You had a lot more like people using cameras to like record footage on TVs and stuff. Like a lot of the early guys who did like commentary or video game stuff did that. So I don't know. It was a lot different.
Yeah, I seem to recall being able to like look up how to make drugs on YouTube in like the early 2000s.
It was the Wild West. Yeah, you could do anything.
Let's see here. Another video that I saw up, it seems to be your most successful one, is about you talking about INFJ personality type. That's got over 200,000 views on it for some reason. Was it surprising to get that many views on it? And
no.
What can you tell me about that?
That was a long time ago. I ran a cult. No, not really. Just that's not surprising. I was like one of the most well-versed people in MBTI on YouTube at the time.
Huh.
Like with like people like Frank James or anything like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
I used to do a lot of I used to do a lot of interview stuff. Yeah, I did a lot of psychology. I studied psychology, and I did socionics, and I did MBTI mostly. I'm licensed MBTI, so I just don't do anything. I have nothing to do with it anymore because it's pseudoscience, and I don't like it, and people misuse it. It's like horoscopes and astrology and shit. Especially women. Women can't control themselves. They love labels, and they love like putting themselves in little boxes and being able to like justify their bad behaviors with like little labels and boxes. That's why they love astrology so much. So
I'm a slut, but it's not my fault. I'm a Cancer.
Yeah. MBTI was full of women like that, like tons of women who just like didn't understand themselves, because women literally don't understand themselves because they have a lot of emotional problems they need to sort through. It's just how their hormones work. So they usually gravitate to things like that. And then there's a lot of like men that do take advantage of those things that I'm not going to name names today, but I just got out of that whole scene. I don't like it. I just think it's poisonous. People didn't use it right. They just used it as justification. Plus everybody wanted to be the rare types. You know how it is.
Oh yeah.
Everybody wants to be the type that rolled like the 1%, even if that type's not necessarily great. Like there's nothing actually good about it. They just wanted that type so they could be like, I'm rare and special, you know.
People taking the test 5 times, changing their answers to get the result they wanted.
Yeah, it was just dealing with shit like that all the time, and people not fundamentally using it correctly just drove me insane. So yeah, I just stopped being involved in anything to do with that stuff.
Gotcha. Your most recent trip back to YouTube started about 5 months ago. What brought you back?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I think I was just bored. I come back. It's not even 5 months ago. It's all the time. I mean, I was doing Uma Musume content I deleted all those, but most of them. But like I was doing Musume content, I was doing content before that. I just go through like periods of like if I get into a game or I get into something, I'll cover it a lot. I've always done political commentary stuff. I've deleted so many videos. Like I have thousands of videos. I just delete most of them or they're privated. There's
Gotcha.
also the really early stuff was IRL stuff that I used to do, but I deleted all those a long time ago because I was like literally like 17, didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And then a lot of AMVs, I was like heavily involved in like AMV community and stuff, but I've deleted most of those. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Gotcha. A lot of your recent content is faith-based music. I gotta say, personally, I love it. How did you find your faith? Were you born into this, or was it something you found later on in life?
Oh God. Kind of always kind of had an inkling. I've always kind of had like I've always liked the concept of God or gods or obviously now just God, but the whole concept of it was always fascinating to me. I study a lot of history, so I understand the religious history, like historical context of religions and how it plays a role in the world, which a lot of people don't believe it does, but it does. Like everything's almost pretty much a lot of things going on even today are very spiritual and religious focused, but people don't seem to want to believe that or understand that because they think in modern day secular have a modern secular way of thinking. They don't think that like it plays a role in people's decisions, or they think it's all fake and people are all just faking that they believe things because they can't understand it. But no, people really do believe some of this nonsense sometimes. But anyway, probably like 2 years ago is when I got like very serious about it. I used to actually kind of like hate God and kind of yell at him because I had problems in my life. And then, yeah, there was some events that kind of turned things around. And then I gave it a try. And then, prayers would get answered. Life got a little bit better. My mentality improved a lot. But throughout my life, I've always had like obsessions with like angels and demons and like that whole iconography and things like that. So yeah.
It's kind of an interesting point in talking about how people are pulling into the secularism and that sort of a thing. And it is almost like secularism or politics seems to become their religion.
Yes.
And it's poisonous because it's not wholesome. It's not good for you to live that way and that sort of a thing. But they make that like their entire core. And I think it really fucks people up. What's your thought on that?
Well, it's a main critique and argument that I use against people who argue against like Christian values or ethics. I'm like, well, you also like, well, people go like, well, I'm not religious. Well, like, well, but you are though, because you do have a belief structure or like worldview system that operates from somewhere. Like, yeah, you don't believe in Christianity, maybe you don't believe in any of the standard religions, but like you believe in science, and most of science is pseudoscience. Like most science fails the scientific method, kind of like evolution, for example, fails scientific method,
Oh, big
literally
time.
always does.
Even
Yes,
Charles Darwin
it's
himself admitted that.
it's all completely a lot of science is completely based on assumption. We just assume this is the thing and this is how it works based on limited knowledge that we have. And a lot of people will just be like, well, I believe in science. Well, like, okay, well, I think the faith that you have in science is a lot less is a lot weaker than my faith that's proven itself over 2,000 years and leads to good and better outcomes for people and societies, right? Because the entire Western world is basically off the back of Christianity,
Oh yeah.
predicated off the back of it. And then all the societies not predicated off the back of it are all failing or doing really
Right.
bad.
Or they still haven't invented the wheel or whatever.
Yeah, and that's not to say that the Christians, the Western world doesn't have its problem. Well, actually, you could say like a lot of the problems in the West are because people forget the foundations of it, which is Christianity, and they choose to ignore the morals and the ethics that they're supposed to follow. And as the West becomes more secular and abandons God and abandons its foundations, it starts to crumble, right? So
Yeah. We're seeing that
but everybody
in
believes in
live time
something.
right now.
everybody believes in something. Everybody has a worldview. The problem with a lot of these secularists is like they don't actually take their worldview to its conclusion. This happens all the time. We've seen it in Discord when we've had conversations where like I ask them hypothetical questions and they get uncomfortable because they don't want to answer them because it's like, well, if your thing fails in this hypothetical, then it's like, then maybe you should rethink your worldview, right? Like,
Yeah.
most people do not think past like the first 10 seconds of like why they believe a thing. They just believe a thing because they were told to, or somebody else told to, or like
They
they
saw a
saw it
meme
on
online.
Twitter. Yeah, they don't actually believe half the shit they think they believe. And when you actually question them or try to like lead them through their belief in hypotheticals, they start like getting really uncomfortable and they start falling apart. It was like, well, I don't think that would happen. I'm like, yeah, but it's the logical conclusion to your worldview. So I mean, so do you want to change that, or you want to keep going with that one?
Yeah. It kind of it's definitely a way to look at personal growth, is to challenge your beliefs and what you think, and older versions of yourself. Thinking of that, you mentioned that you delete a lot of videos that you make. When you look back at older versions of yourself, what do you see?
Cringe.
That's why you deleted it.
No, it's just that like
Or,
I just delete old content that's like no longer relevant,
okay.
or like a lot of the stuff I used to do like real like stream with my face and my camera, so I deleted that just because it's like
That's,
this time around I wanted to try just using like a model or something and seeing how that would go, you know. But yeah, I just delete stuff that's irrelevant because I don't like YouTube's not that serious for me. I mean, at one point maybe it was, or streaming was serious at one point. But like, even if I did get popular enough to do it, which I probably could, like if I actually took advantage of everything like the Skybrow stuff was offering to me, because I was like one of the first ones. I could be like 100 viewer Andy streamer. I could have got a model done. I could be Bing chilling right now. But the thing is like I don't know. I've experienced like tastes of that kind of lifestyle of being like permanently stuck online in like this social media world and like streaming. And I feel like, and just from seeing the people who have been in it for 10, 15 years and their lifestyle and their life choices and how miserable most of them are, even though they're multimillionaires, I'm just like, I don't think I want anything to do with it, to be
yeah,
honest.
it seems like a toxic
I
lifestyle,
haven't met
honestly.
I haven't seen a single big streamer who's like not remotely miserable as fuck. Like outside of maybe like I mean Tectone's gotten a lot better, which I'm glad because he used to be really bad. But like he's always started figuring shit out. And that's mostly from not streaming as much, right? So
Yeah.
but if you look at like somebody like Summit 1G who I've watched for fucking ever, like that dude's fucking miserable. Like multimillionaire, giant house, beautiful girlfriend or wife at this point. I think I'm not sure if they're married yet. Probably not. But like that dude's miserable. I just saw like pictures of him like going circling on Twitter the other day where he looks like he's a fucking skeleton and he looks
Oh,
half dead because
jeez.
he streams 14 hours a day and he plays games he doesn't even like because he's pushing in his 40s, and like nobody likes playing games that long when you're in your 40s. I'm sorry, nobody
No,
really does.
I was in the chat the other day, and someone popped in, and they were like, "Yeah, I just got done with a 14-hour run on a game," and my first thought was like, I would die. I just-
Yeah.
oh, I couldn't.
Every
I don't think I could do that.
every once in a while like I can, but then I regret it the next day. It's just
Oh
like
yeah,
as you get older inherently you don't want to play games as much. Sometimes you'll have a burst here and there, but like really it's like I struggle to play most stuff. I get bored really quickly or I figure it out really fast and it's not challenging enough, and then I just got too much shit to do in the real world.
yeah. Every now and then a good game comes along that'll really enrapture me, but it feels like it's been a while since anything truly good has been released. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the hell out of Helldivers, but it's the sustenance isn't there.
Yeah, it's just I can't. I mean, I like Helldivers. I like a lot of games. I just don't want to play a game for 12 hours a day, and I don't want my livelihood being tied to my performance in that game, or like me being funny 24/7 and entertaining 12-year-olds on the internet. It's just not. It just seems like a miserable lifestyle, and every big streamer that I've known forever, because I've been around since Justin TV, and I was actually part of like the foundation of Twitch because I worked for some of the companies back then that paid money to create. People forget this, but Twitch was made for StarCraft. The StarCraft orgs are what made Twitch. They're the ones who paid JTV a bunch of money because they wanted to be able to stream their tournaments and shit. So like, and I was working for EG and Root back then, so like I was in the background watching all this come together. I've known all these streamers forever, including where they got started, and none of them seem very happy. They all seem very depressed, very kind of anxious people. Very few of them seem like they're actually normal or remotely put together, despite being multimillionaires and having everything you could possibly want. So, and I think they're bad role models for children because then children see this and they want to do this thing. But it's like these streamers don't tell the children. Yeah, these streamers don't tell the children what it really means and what really happens. And yeah, so anyway, sorry, rambling.
All good. We move on to the next point here. You've got a personality that can hit some people as a little rough at first, but honestly, I think some people need that, and I honestly truly appreciate it. It's kind of like sandpaper, right? It's rough, but it'll sharpen and it'll polish and it'll refine what's rough around the edges. Do you think communities benefit from people willing to say uncomfortable things?
Yeah, because if you look at all our competitions, like the VChuds of the world or whatever, all these other shitty ass discords, like they're all managed by like either women or like just beta male like pussy boys. They always have some kind of weird controversy going on. They're always fighting. They're always having drama. We have very little of that. The only time we have that shit is when we have like we let in somebody like outside that starts problems, and then we just deal with it pretty quickly. But yeah, I feel like these groups, half the reason why these groups don't succeed or they fall apart is because they don't have any strong leadership at all. They think they're like, oh, we'll just be nice to everybody, and I have no rules or foundation for anything. Everything will just work out. We're all just gonna hang out. Now people, it's just people fundamentally don't understand people on the level that I do. I understand people to an extent that it scares them sometimes. So it's like people get shocked sometimes when they talk to me privately, and I'm like, I understand little details about themselves that they're like, how does he know that? Like, because it's like, I know how to read people. I've been doing it for years. I studied psychology. I understand myself and I understand human nature because the Bible is basically a guidebook on human nature. That's basically what the Bible is. It's kind of like a handbook of like, this is human nature. This is why you don't do these things. Like, because human nature is inherently sinful and people will always be led to sin and do bad things for themselves. That doesn't mean people are evil or bad. It just means they make really bad decisions, right? I also think, being overly nice all the time is kind of like a waste of time. Some people need a push once in a while. Some people need that like masculine male figure in their lives, right? I'd hate to call them out, but I'll use an example. Like people give me shit sometimes because I bully Psychro all the time. I bully Psychro because I'm trying to toughen him up because like Psychro is a very emotional guy. He takes things to heart sometimes, and he's gotten a lot better, I think, at like realizing that like, hey, this is not that serious. I don't need to take everything like as face value. I don't need to let these things affect my emotions, right? So it's like you kind of bully somebody to toughen them up sometimes, right? That's just like one example, but yeah.
Yeah, it kind of makes me, some of your previous comments reminded me of a study that was done. Maybe you're familiar with it. It's, I think it was called Rat Paradise or something like that. Yeah, where they made a big cage. They put all the things that the rats would love in there, and for a while they prospered, and then at a certain point they just stopped growing. They stopped reproducing. The male mice became gay, and they just, the entire colony died out. And then you think about like,
it was Rat Utopia.
Yeah,
I think it was John B. Calhoun did it. Is that the one you're talking about?
I think so. But then you look at like today's society, and we have everything we could want like at our fingertips all the time, and now we're starting to see similar patterns play out within our own society, right? People aren't having kids. They're not going out, they're not having fun, they're not doing anything, so they're becoming lethargic. So it's kind of interesting watching that play out. It's like humankind needs to struggle a little bit in order for society to be good. And sorry, I'm digressing and going on a rant of my
No, I
own
mean
here.
you're right. This is why I also said like like once they started banning. You remember the push they had for like getting rid of bullying in school and stuff, right? How hard they pushed for that. Well,
Oh
it's like
yeah.
you can literally see an entire generation that's a bunch of fucking bunch of pussies, right?
Hmm.
Like they literally they cry about everything. All they do is cry and they have no logic. Everything's emotional. It's like, yeah, because you got rid of bullying, right? You got rid of the societal like pressures and like natural like weeding out that happens for people, and
Bullies
some
are
people
the
need that.
bullies are the unsung heroes of society. They keep societal norms in place, right? You show
Not
up.
all the time, but yeah, most of the time they do. Yeah, I mean, all my bullies in school are all my best friends now, like hilariously enough, because it's like some you got to understand why they're bullying you. Like people don't get bullied for no reason. People don't get ostracized for no reason. Usually, they pretend like it's no reason. Why are they bothering me? Well, it's probably because you're fucking weird,
Yeah, we
or
didn't
like
bully you
you
because you
smell
liked
bad or
anime.
something.
We bullied you because you hissed at everybody.
Yeah, it's probably
Like,
because you Naruto ran through the hallway. Like that's probably why you got bullied. It's not because you liked anime. I mean, yeah. Um, yeah, not all bullying is great, but like I think some bullying is necessary. There's some societal like pressures and levers that have to be allowed to happen to certain people. And then to your other point, when you were talking about like people don't have kids and things like that, it's like, yeah, that's why I'm so good at giving advice, because like I'm 35 years old and I'm the prime example of doing everything wrong, and not doing the proper thing and just living permanently online and playing games all day and letting that consume my life and doing nothing else with my life. Like that's and having nothing to show for it. Like, yeah, I'm the perfect example of that. That's why I'm good at telling people not to do things, right? It's like, hey, don't do the things I was doing. It's probably probably a good idea.
yeah. Well, let's shift gears here, and we'll keep on moving. Um, Thinking about like how you say your life has been turning around and heading towards the positive and something like that. And one thing that we see within our community now, and you as well, um, you have recently come into a relationship with another member of our community.
Oh
That's
God,
always an
yeah.
inspiring thing. How did that story begin, if you don't mind sharing?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I have really bad memory, and she'll tell you the same thing. I don't. I kind of the way my mentality used to work, because I used to be like so this is why people have anxiety, right? So people who have a lot of anxiety, at least like when I used to, it's usually stems from because you're too future focused. You're thinking about things out of your control too further along the line, like, oh, what's gonna happen next week? What's gonna happen tomorrow, or what's gonna happen 4 months from now? And then like you have to train your brain to stop thinking like that, and your anxiety will pretty much go away if you just live in the present moment all the time. You don't get obsessed with the past. The past is the past. It's already happened. You can't fix it. You move on. And then the future is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You can plan everything in the world, but all those plans could just evaporate in an instant. So all you can do is really kind of live in the moment and enjoy life minute by minute. And once you adjust your mindset to that, you have a hard time remembering things that happened, a month ago or a week ago. So,
Yeah.
uh, how did it happen specifically? I mean, she joined the community. I think Brewer brought her in. She was already making an AI video, and then she released it, and everybody liked it. And then I think naturally everybody kind of liked her because she's very straightforward and she's a good person. And she's pretty much one of us. She's a chud. You can talk to her about games or music or whatever. And then how did we meet? I mean, I think just hanging out in Discord, talking to her a few times. I think somebody made a comment that's like, "Oh wow, she sounds just like female Feeble or something." And then I don't remember. I think we ended up like hanging out playing games together or something one night, and then it just became like a habit. And then yeah, eventually I just asked the question. I mean, I think it was for some people it wasn't obvious, but like for others like Pseudo, I think Pseudo already kind of knew that like she kind of liked me, and then once we hung out, and then yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot of couples forming lately, which is interesting. Because I've already gotten criticisms. Or like, I thought you said this wasn't a dating Discord. I'm like, no, it's just you don't do it publicly in the Discord.
Yeah.
If we didn't tell anybody, most of you wouldn't know. And I mean, nobody knew about like Dot and Wasabi, for example, until like I mean, I didn't know it all until like a couple days ago.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
been going
about
on
when I
for a
found
bit.
out
So,
too.
but it's like yeah, it's because that's what I mean. Is like you do it privately and do whatever you want privately, but publicly in the Discord, you can't be like talking about like doing the weird shit that people were doing before that I yelled at them for
Yeah,
because it's all public.
don't digitally make out in the general chat, please.
Yeah, don't digitally make out in the general chat or be like sending like little pictures of each other doing weird things to each other. Like that's literally what it was about. So people like to conflate and be like, "Ooh," it's because they're jealous and they can't cope, and that's the only way they can cope is like trying to call me a hypocrite or something.
So this is largely a community of super nerds, myself included. So let's talk about some nerdy things, shall we? I know it might be hard to pick, so we'll go with like top 3 or whatever of each of these. No need to overthink it unless you want to dive deeper into it. But let's go with top anime of all time.
Yeah, I don't really do favorites or like top things.
That's why I know it's hard.
I mean, I can give you some like general. I mean,
what's your first 3 to 5 suggestions off the rip?
I've been disliking One Piece lately because I don't like the direction the story's going. But I mean, I've been watching One Piece since I was like 9. But like I don't know if we're talking about like animes that like impacted me the most. I don't know, like the Monogatari series or like I really like I know it's like cliche, like kind of anime snob to say like Legend of the Galactic Heroes, but like that anime is top tier. Made everything else seem worse by comparison after watching it. But yeah, things like that. Some of the older stuff, not too many new shows that are like really that impactful for me, but yeah, I would say like those two are like top tier. But
all right, let's see. Top fantasy genre or IP, I guess.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody's.
Yeah. I read The Hobbit. My mom read The Hobbit to me when I was little. It was like the first books I ever read, and I used to have the old cartoons that they did, and I used to watch those all the time. And yeah, I've always liked Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's work.
I'll have to see if I can find those old cartoons for my own kids. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, good luck. They're kind of weird though.
Yeah, they probably are. There was a lot of weird cartoons coming out back then.
Yeah, I mean, every year me and my buddy will watch like the old Christmas stuff, like Frosty the Snowman and like the old like Kris Kringle stuff, and like they were pretty wild. Clay animation or whatever, the stop animation stuff they used to do.
Are you much of a tabletop RPG player?
No, I don't do any tabletop stuff at all.
Okay.
It just kind of seems kind of boring to me, so I've never got into it.
Gotcha. So what about like card games, Magic the Gathering, etc.?
When I was younger, yeah, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic. My mom likes Magic. She gave me some of her old early decks, but I never, like, outside of playing at school once in a while or collecting the cards for a little bit, I never had that much interest.
Yeah. What about sci-fi interests? Like, I mean, we all know you're a Star Wars fan, but is there any other?
I'm actually not that big of a Star Wars fan.
But certainly not modern Star Wars. Nobody's a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean, I know Star Wars because like I read a lot of the books and stuff, but I'm not like a crazy super fan, not like Night Owl or something. But I can have conversations with super fans. My favorite sci-fi universe, I don't know. Now I'm blanking. I mean, I like Battlestar Galactica a lot, the old stuff and the new stuff. If any old people who know me know I'm a massive Gundam simp. I love Gundam. I love all the Gundam franchises. Been watching them forever. I'm a big mecha guy when it comes to anime. Like Macross and all that shit. Yeah, I don't know. I would say like Battlestar Galactica is probably one of my favorite sci-fi settings. I like The Expanse a lot, but I think the show was kind of like meh. I like the books. Yeah, I like the books. The show was like okay. It kind of like started floundering towards the end, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of weird how they just kind of.
Yeah, it just started getting real fake and gay, like everything does. They have to start inserting characters that don't exist or changing people's genders. So
Lovely.
Outside of that, I can't really think of top of my head like a super.
All right. Well, we'll move
sci-fi
on. We'll get back to the community here. Not too long ago, there was a fracture a few weeks back, and I mean we all know that there were some bad actors that came in. That's been mended and corrected now. There were a lot of people who rallied behind you. How did that feel? And how has this community become stronger due to the fire that it endured?
Well, it wasn't really a fracture. It was like 5 people out of 400 that decided
Yeah.
they didn't like things, and I don't think it's even that they didn't like things, because most of those people have been begging to come back since then. It's more of like they just wanted to be able to do whatever they wanted and not have to follow rules, and a lot of the time people just want power for themselves. Like, the problem with like new stuff like this is like the power vacuum, and people trying to fill that power vacuum is always going to be like a problem that happens, which I was very aware of, and I've made people made clear to people. I was like very aware of it, and this is why we're not, because early on people were crying that, oh, there needs to be more moderators. I'm like, why? That just, like, give me a valid reasoning of like why there needs to be more mods. Like, you just ask them straight out. Like, people aren't used to this either. They're not used to dealing with somebody like me who will just like literally like just call you out in front of everybody.
Why?
Like, if you're doing something stupid, or like I'll just DM directly. I'm like, okay, so what exactly am I not moderating that you don't like? And they'd be like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm just saying in general. I'm like, no, because you want me to create positions because you want to like if I did create a mod position, like that person would be the first one to be like, well, you know, I did suggest it. Maybe you could add me. Like, it's always like a power grab thing. People always want to feel important or like powerful inside a community. So I was very aware of that stuff, especially with like bigger streamers. You always had to be wary of people coming in and trying to flaunt their viewership or something. So the fracture wasn't even that big of a deal. What made it a big deal is just is people just being overly dramatic, being drama frogs, and then also Sky himself kind of made it really bad because he's people get this misconception that like Sky is some like super chud like right winger, and because that's who he caters to, and that like he's super online. Like, he's really not online at all. He's actually like he doesn't even he didn't even know what a chud was. I had to like explain it to him. He's not as in tuned online like everybody thinks he is, and he's not right wing either. He's like more moderate. If anything, he's more leftist because he's Canadian. So it's like he complicated things by getting involved when it's like we already had an agreement that he didn't want to be involved because he doesn't know anything about Discord or running communities. And then he decided to be involved because people kept DMing him and telling him things that weren't actually happening, and just like misconstruing stuff. Because, like I said, people want power. People want to take things for themselves. I think people underestimate the power this group has. I mean, we've taken people that were irrelevant with 5 subs and made them all like niche internet celebrities, essentially, through the power of AI and AI creation and just like rallying around them as a community. That's just like not something that's usually possible. If you understand streaming and you understand content creation in general, even getting 1,000 subs on any platform, or even like streaming to more than like 4 viewers, is pretty much like puts you in like a top like 90th percentile of like being a streamer or content creator. So the fact that we could pretty much do that for anybody is a superpower that bigger people who are intelligent understand and wanted for themselves, because it's a powerful tool. But yeah, not everybody understands like how powerful what we have actually is, and how much it terrifies like certain groups, and how much certain groups want to be involved specifically for that reason. And then everybody rallying around me, yeah, it was kind of not expected as much. I was just like, because I was just kind of done with it when he removed me and didn't even like say anything to me at all, which was kind of retarded to do, because he can message me at any time and we talk all the time. So I don't know why he didn't say anything and clarify stuff. He just made, rash decisions on his own. But like I was just like, you know what, whatever, dude, I'm done with this. Like I want to deal with this because it's like, even if you remove me, it's gonna cause drama. Like, I'm not gonna be able to interact the same with the group anyway. Like, it's gonna be constantly like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was too weird. I was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. Like, I got enough shit going on. I made this clear multiple times. Like, I'll just delete everything and just like leave the internet. Like, I don't care. Like, it just means nothing to me. This is not the real world. I don't need any of this. So I just like, all right, I'm just gonna peace out then. And then everybody started reaching out and kind of trying to drag me in, and yeah, so like that was nice. I mean, that's one of the things that like that made me really appreciate Shiver a lot, is because like her and Night Owl were like two of the core people that really kind of like got on my ass of like, why are you just taking this lying down, like blah 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 blah. And then everybody else, I was surprised to see everybody else was like, because one misconception is like people think that like I was banning everybody. Like I've literally never I banned like one person ever. uh, I just don't agree with doing it. I just let the idiots, like, you just reprimand the idiots. The people who banned everybody were like the group that became the admin team there. And they were doing that on their own. Like I didn't even tell them to do anything. Like I was just kind of along for the ride, as they just kind of installed me as like a Seal Kaiser, and made me in charge of everything. And ultimately, it got to a point where when things did settle down, the problem was there were two servers, but then I talked to Sky and was like, "Here's the ultimatum. Do you accept or not?" And he accepted. So that's how we got here, basically. But yeah, it had nothing, like a lot of the stuff happening with like people getting banned or like things like that. Like that had nothing to do with me. I was just kind of along for the ride, getting dragged along, and then they kind of just propped me up into basically being the sole tyrant, the sole dictator of the servers.
All hail the seal.
Yeah, basically made me Seal Kaiser. Yeah.
How do you think this community could grow? Not necessarily bigger, but better.
By what? Better how? Like I'm not understanding
So,
what
like,
that question means. Like,
Eustace has talked about increasing the quality of the content that we put out, moving towards longer format, that sort of thing. How do we stand out above all the other slop that's being put out there? How do we become the cream of the crop and not the skid of the mark?
well, that's not the intention. Like, this is a community first. It's a family first. The intention is like the tools are here to be a content creator and have people see your work and help you make better work, but like that is not the primary focus. The primary focus is not to like, we're going to be like a agency that like only produces top. Like I think that's stupid, because that's kind of what Sky wanted to do, and this where the disagreements came apart. Like that is not what this is. Like I'm not going to tell people what they should make for content and what they shouldn't make. The only thing that's not allowed is like is sexualized content inside the Discord. But
No
if you want to
gooning.
make that yourself, if you want to make that yourself for your content or your Twitter, like Atami is like a super gooner. But I love Atami, but Atami also respects the rules and understands that like we don't want that his shit in the Discord, so he doesn't put it in there. But like I still support Atami. Atami makes a video, they're fucking bangers. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna retweet it. We don't police people's content. I don't tell people to like I'm not interested in being like, no, your content's slop, make it better. Like that's just retarded. Eustace is free to group up with anybody he wants and make little groups, and like that's kind of the point. It's like you guys can work together to do projects. You have like-minded people with different skill sets that could come together to do things, but like it's not something I'm going to force to happen, right? It's the under like Sky wanted this to be content creators only, AI creators only. That's not my intention at all, because some of the best people in the community don't even do those things, right? Like pseudo gray, for example, doesn't do any of AI creation at all. But like the Skydex is probably the most important and most powerful tool that enables all of the content creators in the Discord in the first place, and he's the one who
To
put
have
that
all
together.
those assets organized
by
is
and
truly an
by the
amazing feat.
yeah, and by the logic of like Skybrows or like even Eustace here, for example, like Shudo wouldn't have a place here because he doesn't make content. So why would we allow him in? But like obviously he found a niche, right? Not everybody needs to be making content. You do need people who are supporters who can give feedback. Like it's a community first, not like a business. Like we're not trying to make a business. If people want to make businesses from the community, they can do that. They're free to do whatever they want. But no, I've argued about. I have gotten arguments with this a bunch of times. I don't know why people keep saying this shit. This is like Dong P fucking mentality, just leaking into the community because people got poisoned by that mindset of like, you guys gotta group together and filter out the slop guys. I'm like, the slop guys, like I need slop sometimes. Sometimes a good cameo slop video is great. I need to turn my brain off and just enjoy that shit. People like seeing their characters together and cool things, right? So I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'm not interested in any of that. So if that if that's what people want, they can do whatever they want. but like that's not where the community is focused on doing. Like we're not trying to like you got to be better. That last week's video was terrible. You got to make it better. That's slop. Like no, that's retarded.
Okay. Let's see here. What's
the overall goal, I guess, to answer your question of like what's the goal is like it's just to keep the server slowly growing, add new people that are like minded and cool that can hang out, and basically keep drama out of the community. So
got it. So to grow the community would be to literally grow it and bring in just cool people, like minded, and have the community be nice and whole and
yeah, we will be going
place
public
to hang
on. Yeah, one of the servers will be going public soon, in the sense that like invites will be more open to people, but like everybody who comes in will be on a probation. Like we're not going to cater ourselves or like the core group to like fit some new person coming in. It's like you either jive with us or you don't. If you don't, then fuck off, basically.
Okay. Let's see here. If you could add something to this community, what would it be? Like we've got a Discord, we can all chat there and stuff like that. But what's something else that could possibly be added? Not that we want any more work.
Yeah, I want to like a repository website that's like not YouTube or something. It's something that like I love the unsub guys, and like I subscribe to all of them and I watch a lot of them, or even like Andrew Wilson a lot. I've been one of my favorite debaters and kind of guiding hand, but like he has his own website for the Crucible where all his videos get uploaded, and then like the other guys have Pepperbox, which is like their own video hosting service. I would like to be able to do something like that and set something up where we have our own kind of video repository site for everybody to upload and do things. It'd be a little chaotic, but it's just because it's not even that like I don't even think YouTube's really the problem. I just think the content some people make are the problem, and this is gonna get people mad, but like I mean some of the people getting demonetized deserve to be demonetized. I'm sorry. Well, you guys heard me. Like I'm very open with my beliefs, you guys, and I'm very fine with people disagreeing with me, but it's like some of the people who got demonetized, I mean some of them don't make sense. Like I don't think Nylaf made well Nylaf didn't make any sense. I think it's just because he named his videos too similarly, and that's what the bot caught. But his content's really good, so I don't know why it would hit him outside of that. But like some of the guys that I saw that were getting hit were like they are slop tubers. They do everything you're not supposed to do with AI. They use like real world celebrities in their videos, and they make like the same formatted shit over and over again in mass. Like that's literally what you're not supposed to do. So it's not surprising you got hit. And ultimately, it's their platform. Like, for example, I don't like Twitch's rules. I don't like Dan Clancy. I think he's a gooner fucking loser. I think he's literally just like he's a disgusting person. And even though my Twitch is bigger than my YouTube, I won't stream there. So you're ultimately your own person. You need to, draw your lines in the sand and make your own decisions. Like there's plenty of platforms you could go on. You can go on Rumble. You can go on Odyssey. You can go on all these places. They exist. It's just that people just don't want to because they're lazy, but they'd rather just sit there and complain, kind of like the Asmongold, where like all he does is complain about Twitch and its rules, but then he never leaves the platform even though he can. So it's like, okay, so why be an example of somebody who leaves and forces a change when they always know you're going to come back? So you just kind of sound like an idiot, basically.
Yeah. What's something?
Yeah, I would make a website. Yeah,
that would be awesome. I'd be down for that. That'd be sweet. What's something that this community has that you hope it never loses as it grows?
Just kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like everybody knows we're basically like one big family at this point. I mean, a lot of us are, with somebody, or we're married, or some of them have kids, and we're got to the point where a lot of us are comfortable like with our kids being in the Discord. Like we can hear the kids, like a lot of people let their like family life leak into the community now too, and we all kind of look after each other. I guess that's something I think we can never lose, is like the core principle that like we look after each other. I've always said, as long as like it's not justified, like you didn't do something, like you did something wrong, then like coming to me and asking for help is probably not the best idea, because I'm going to reprimand you too, because like you probably need to be reprimanded. Like, well, that was wrong, you shouldn't do that. But like, if you are being attacked by random unhinged leftists or just people for no reason, or like, then I'll obviously we'll all come to your defense. But I've always said that that's like a key point of the community is that we look after each other. It's very family oriented, and then we. I mean, we're not even like-minded. I mean, a lot of us have vastly different political views, and we have debates and shit about it all the time. And it's perfectly fine because at the end of the day, we all like each other. So
Yeah.
we don't all have to agree. This is not a cult. We're not trying to foster a cult. You just have to not be a socially like out of control weirdo to the point where like nobody can stand talking to you for more than like 10 minutes, or you make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. A large part of my philosophy is constant improvement, if it's in oneself or in a skill or something that you're creating, even if it's just a little bit at a time. What's something that you're personally trying to improve right now?
Hmm. I can't really talk too much because it's OPSEC reasons. It's too
That's
much like
fine.
real life stuff going on. But yeah, I'm trying to actually follow through on some of my core values that I try to push on other people. Just because saying I'm a hypocrite sometimes is a valid argument, but it's also like it's not like I'm not trying to live my values or something. I'm trying very hard to. It's just nobody's perfect, and it's difficult to do. It's difficult to follow the Bible exactly. It's difficult to be a good Christian. I would tell people all the time I'm a really bad Christian. I don't really hide that. It's like, but I don't think I don't think that bars me from spilling and spieling about Christian ideals and ethics and things that like the Bible tells you to do or God or Jesus tell you to do. I don't think that makes me a hypocrite, or maybe it does, but I don't think that bars me from still promoting the lifestyle or the life decisions that you make in that. But yeah, in real life, I'm trying very hard to actually be a good Christian, I guess.
That's very inspiring, honestly. I've got the biggest grin on my face. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's hard, but I'm trying.
Well, let's do some quick hits. What's the favorite piece of content that you've created so far?
Like my own
Yeah,
personal
your
stuff, or
own personal stuff.
uh, probably the Shiver video. Oh, I didn't even really. I mean, I did the song, but these guys did most of the genning. I don't know. There's a couple songs I made that I really like that I listen to. I listen to my own music all the time. I don't even listen to regular music anymore. So I don't know. Probably the Shiver song. Yeah.
All right. What's one quality you respect immediately in a person?
Uh. Hmm. What makes me vibe with somebody right off the rip? Uh. It's not even. I guess being truthful, not necessarily honest, because I don't think honesty is actually like really something you should be honest. I don't think you should be super honest all the time. Actually, I think there's some things you should keep close to heart. But people who are kind of like not afraid to speak their mind or be straightforward, I kind of gravitate to or like, because I don't have to like guess to like, oh, you're being sneaky behind the scenes. Like that was why the Brian stuff kind of hurt, because like he was my kind of a friend and kind of an early supporter, and behind the scenes we got along fine, and he would tell me about this, about that, and but then obviously behind the scenes he was just constantly talking shit about me or using my name in people's discords or just like just causing drama, right? So I don't like people like that. I like people who are straightforward. Like I'm a big boy. You can say mean things to me; it's not gonna bother me. Especially since it's the internet. Like none of this shit's serious.
All right.
So I would say a truthful person.
Um, yeah, I know there's many things that'll drive you nuts. Anyone who's spent any time in voice chat or watching your content knows the usual things that you'll talk about. What's something that drives you nuts that might not have been revealed in your in your usual conversations?
I don't know. I'm pretty open. I mean, like the biggest thing that drives me insane is like drama frogging, which is like hopping around servers to like, did you hear what happened in Nine's server today? No, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. And you shouldn't be talking about it in another server. Like, who cares? It's the internet. Like, shit like that drives me insane. These guys do it all the time because they live permanently. Like, I mean, when you live online and it's literally all you have, I understand. I get it. Like, I've been there. And that's kind of the problem. That's why I bully them, because it's like, you need to go outside and touch grass. Or like, you need to like not be so obsessed with these things that don't matter. I mean, who cares what somebody said in some Discord or whatever? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, I have to go to work in the morning and I have to spend 10 hours at my job and like sort so many issues that like could cost me like hundreds of thousands of dollars in my business or something. Like, I don't have time to deal with like petty internet drama because like somebody's fifis are hurt. Like, who cares? Like, there's so many. This is just from being online for so long. I've been in so many controversies or dramas and something, and it's like half of these people I don't even talk to, or even like I don't even know where they are anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are irrelevant in your life. They disappear. You never see them again. It's so easy to just disappear off the internet and go become somebody else or do whatever you want. That's why it's like none of it's very serious. So I hate that. I just hate drama frogging so much. It drives me insane. It's like, why do you care about this so much?
Yeah. Well, let's see here. That kind of finishes up my script here. Let's go. I'm gonna go check out the chat and see if there's any questions in there.
There better be. I hope so.
You guys better start typing out some questions.
Opportunity. This is their chance. Their opportunity. One shot. One opportunity. If not, it's fine. I mean, if you got anything else we can talk about, but.
Let's see here. There's a lot in here, so I'm scrolling away. I wasn't expecting to have so much in here.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad they showed up.
And Night Owl asks, "Who the fuck is this Feeblemind guy?"
I'm his daddy. He knows.
Message redacted from Harble.
Oh God. What does that mean?
I don't know. What's one word of wisdom you would give to random listeners? And that's from Shiver.
I don't know. Go read a book.
Ben asks, "Are you scared of us?"
I'm gonna ban him.
Elf
Harp would be scared of you, Ben.
Elf asks, "What seal is best?"
Seal Kaiser. Everyone knows that.
Happy Harble just wants to say that she hopes you stay based.
Yeah. I mean, whatever based means nowadays, who knows?
Illusionary Dreamer says, "When will your character go Super Saiyan?"
Never, because that's kind of weird, but I'm not sure what that means. Like, actually go Super Saiyan? Because I mean, just throw it in Grok, man. You got this. I believe in you.
All right. Well, I've got one more question for you, and it's the question from Eustace, and he wants to know, is your hair going white because you're so old?
I don't have any hair. I'm bald.
Glacius Wolf.
He's older than me.
Glacius Wolf, did you have a favorite Magic the Gathering card that they made, that they genned?
Oh, that he made? Dude, I don't know. You have so many. You think I remember all of those? I don't know.
Oh, did I skip you, Pupella? Where's your question?
They're all good, man. Just keep making them. People love them.
Okay,
Shit like that's what keeps us going.
Bupella asks, can Feeble paint a dot on my forehead?
No, it's because he's Indian.
Okay, Runya, which Feeble avatar do you like the most? You have like 4 of them.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't even know. I like them all in different. I mean, they're all the same. They have different outfits, or they're in different settings, but it's the same like core person. Unless she's talking about like the new white-haired version, that's just kind of like a meme. But no, I mean, I like the one. I like just the standard one in the like Japanese or like priestly fucking outfit. Um, maybe the one with the trench coat or something is kind of cool too. But yeah.
Apparently, Muru wants to know why you are gay.
Cause I watched Fate franchise. I watched it. It made me gay.
Jaded Fett, what song have you made that you were the happiest with how it came out?
Ooh, I'd have to look at because some of them I haven't even gotten to release yet. Hilariously, the ones I like the most, nobody else likes. Let's see. Like obviously, where the light leaks in that I made with Shiver, that came out really good. That song's really good. I like it a lot. Probably top 3, if not top 2. I do like Black Kaleidoscope and Fractured Light that I kind of recently made. I like those a lot. A lot of people don't like them. But like Thorns of Grace is probably like one of my favorite songs, and Steel Cathedral. Like those are probably like the top songs that I like the most.
All right.
But nobody else likes them.
Ben asks, do you have a favorite book series? Speaking of books.
Yeah, it's probably just Lord of the Rings.
Right. And then Harble asks, do you have a favorite non-fiction book?
Well, I read a lot of history books, so I guess that would apply. Like probably I have a lot of books on like Napoleon and and things like that. But yeah, history books.
Let's see here. Andy John Jelly Seal's son asks, when is the wedding?
Probably end of the year.
Ben asks, have you heard of Cosmere book series?
The what?
Cosmere, Cosmere.
No. Cosmere is a shared universe created by Brendan Sanderson. Novels Mistborn from my archives. Books Mistborn. Nope, haven't read these.
Alrighty. Well, we've been sitting here by the fire for a bit now, so I've got a last little bit of questioning for you, and that's who you going to call to add a log to the fire next, and why them?
It'll be Pseudo Gray. And because Pseudo Gray is probably the most important member of this community, whether he realizes it or not. And a lot of people don't realize how much work he does. And just because he doesn't gen or make YouTube content, the Skydex itself is literally like probably the most powerful tool that we have. And it's the reason why half the content creators can even make content is because of the Skydex. So yeah, it's Pseudo.
Alrighty, I'll get your question for him off stream. That way, it's a bit of a surprise.
Yep.
Later on. But thank you everybody for coming out, and thank you Feeble for having the conversation. For now, the fire keeps going. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you for watching this episode of Around the Campfire, episode 3 with Feeblemind. We had a great conversation, and I'm really looking forward to the next one with Pseudo Gray. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed this content and want to see more of it, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you'll be notified on the next one. Take care, everybody. Velasco out.